and you're like, well, I really need to elevate my fashion game. You know, you just want to look a little more professional. This is kind of a suited look would be amazing. A little black skirt, little cute shoes, a shaft pair of boots, absolutely adorable. All right, so big drum roll, we have the launch of a brand new legging tonight. Marley decided to do a new legging, yay.
I did. This is out of our Essential Knit Crepe. It's a terrific legging because it's a solution as well. It's not just a legging. There's a solution. If you look inside that waistband, we've built in a nylon band in it that just gives you a light little tuck in your tummy. I don't like shapewear. I don't wear it. But I am grateful for this little bit of extra something, something. We really should call them solution leggings because that's really what they are.
That's really true, actually.
The fabric is great. By the way, this is a great weight. This is one of the only leggings that I will wear both in the summer and in the winter. It's made from, those of you who know our Essential Knit Crepe pants, that is what it's made of, right? It's that same fabrication. But as a legging, and it was something we didn't even know if it would work. We've been doing our Essential Knit Crepe pants for a long time. And I don't know, one day it was just kind of like, what can you do with a legging? You know, it's kind of a place for two legs in your tush. And I'm like, I don't know. We've done a cargo legging. We've done this legging. We've done that legging. I said, well, what about a very different kind of fabrication? So we took a fabrication that is very high-end, is very expensive, and we made something very simple out of it, which is a legging that fits. If you know, I always say, oh, and you could do yoga in it, like I've ever done yoga, or you could exercise in it. There's a gym across the hallway. And my son's always saying, why don't you use it? And I'm like, it's too far to go. You know, it's like, I'm a slug. I am a slug. But if I were to go to, and then Pedro said the other day, I want to do hot yoga. And I'm like, that doesn't even sound good. That sounds horrible to me. But he does these things, right? He's young and stupid, you know, but you're welcome, honey. But these, I assume you could wear. That's how comfy they are. And they have a nice way of holding you so that you don't kind of feel any little jiggle anywhere. They've just got a really nice quality to them. And what makes them special is that internal panel and the fabric itself.
Yeah, well, and again, you know, there's certainly gazillions of leggings out there. So for Marla to try to do one, she's never gonna do what everybody else does, which are thin, kind of wimpy, not very well made leggings. These also can be dressy. They're the legging that, most leggings, let's be honest, you're wearing them around the house, you know, you go to the grocery store, maybe you drop the kids off, that kind of thing, or, you know, you're hanging out. It's pretty darn casual. This is now elevating that whole legging story. So these could go to the nice restaurant. These could go with a really cute pair of shoes. It could go with a higher heel. You could wear it with a boot if you wanted to. So again, these aren't the run-of-the-mill, show your panties, you know, we're showing way too much skin right here kind of leggings. Think of something really, again, elevated. That's whenever I do the line and whenever I'm on with Marley, even when I wear her clothes, you feel more elevated in them. You really do. You feel dressier. You feel special. And that's really unusual because we wear a lot of stuff that I don't think makes us feel really special. But her clothes, every time you put them on, it's such an awesome experience. And Marley, you know, it's I don't care what it is. It could be, in fact, I could name the pieces I have at home. I just bought 3 tops from you the other day. You had no idea I wasn't on the air with them. I was literally online on HSN, and I bought 3 of the exact same item. I loved it so much. I bought 3 different colors of it. So I just got it shipped a couple of weeks ago, so I got to wear it on the air. But it is, Marla, and you know, I love you because you're so funny and cute, but your clothing just elevates the way we live. And I really thank you for doing that because most clothes don't give you that feeling unless they're incredibly expensive or they're uncomfortable, quite frankly. I love it because you really put so much love and passion into what you make for us.
Well, you know, I lived in Paris for 20 years. You know, I didn't go for like, a year sabbatical. 20 years. I gave birth to both of my kids there. I came without kids. and left with kids. What can I tell you? And it was a really long time to be there. And I did get to wear the very expensive high-end stuff. So we were friends with many of the people from LVMH and from Dior and kind of in that fashion world, which is where I first kind of got this idea. If I ever had a second career, I would love it to be this. And I would go to the fashion shows and I would be gifted amazing clothes. And to me, after that, you do feel quality and you do feel the difference. You know, this is not runway. These are ready-to-wear pieces, but they are well made, and they are made by somebody who was spoiled rotten and loved it. You know, it was really fun to wear those things. And then life changed, and '08 came, and I lost everything, and wearing those kind of clothes seemed silly, and I didn't know what I was going to do again with my life. And I just thought, well, why don't I make clothes I can afford, but they've still got to feel fantastic, because I know what that is. I've been privileged to know what that is. And I had gained so much weight when I came back to the US that not a single thing I had acquired in Paris fit me anymore. So we've taken that kind of simplicity that I think is inherent to French, to dressing the way European women do, and particularly the French, which is we spend more on our clothes. Absolutely no question. In France, we spend much more on every item that we buy, but we don't buy a ton of stuff. It's like, I'm glad you bought 3 of them because they were probably on sale. But seriously, you don't need 3. You need 1 or 2 fantastic things that will elevate your wardrobe, or which will give you a basic that's going to last. And that's what these will do. We brought these out for the first time, I think, about a year ago. I didn't have to reorder them, Suzanne, to wear on air, because they are still fine, wash after wash. They are a great legging. They are substantial. And what's the inseam on these?
The inseam on this is 27.5. And by the way, the colors, just to get that completely correct, is black. We have olive. Then on Angie, you just saw canvas. This is canvas versus cloud, although they work beautifully together. And then the last color is going to be what we're calling dark camel. So that's dark camel. And again, 27.5 inches, extra, extra small, 3X your size is machine wash. So really easy to take care of. Little heads up, black is the most popular. That totally makes sense to me. Also, I can't wait for you to see a couple of these with the next piece we have coming up, our sale items. Okay, so what are we doing for the rest of the show? Well, a couple things. Number 1, stick with me. We've got clearance items, we have sale items, so we've got some great bargains coming up. But first, here is a Marla moment.
Dear Diary, this is our 100